Blessings, divine beings. I'm so excited. I got this Compendium of Witches Oracle in the mail yesterday. I ordered it from the UK because I've been wanting this deck for a little while, and I've been watching people's videos about how, like, the first edition in the Kickstarter had a really nice book with colored pictures. And then when they were getting this deck, I guess the second edition or the US version or something, it wasn't the same book. So the book was coming in multiple languages. Only the first little bit was in English, no colored pictures. And I was like, oh man, like I want, I want the book with the pictures. I want the nice book. And so I scoured the internet and I found on the UK publisher's site, Blackwell's Publishing, which was the UK publisher of this deck. Llewellyn's was the US publisher of this deck. That they were advertising having the book with the pictures and the all in English. And it had a picture of the book on what it was advertising, opened with colored pictures, and it said in the description that the book was 128 pages. It said first edition because the book in multiple languages I knew was 176 pages. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I got it. I ordered it. And I was like, okay, this is going to be, I found something. I found it. I found the book. And I had to open it. I haven't opened the cards inside yet, but just by first looking at it and having the languages on the back, and it said 176 pages, I knew I didn't get sent what I ordered. I'm going to read what it says in English. Beyond the faces of these ancient witches are stories of wise, strong, and resilient women coming from different lands and ages. These magical practitioners share a common trait of familiarity with a wider world, that of spirits and invisible forces hiding within nature. Okay, so this deck is so beautiful. This is a sheep's skull, just in case anyone was wondering. I have a friend that is a sheep farmer, and this sheep died peacefully in the pasture, and he found it and gifted it to me. So, sustainably harvested skull. It's inside the box. So I haven't even opened the cards yet, but I wanted to see, right? So the book is, what everyone is getting. So I just wanted to let people know, like, if you think you're going to order from the UK and get the book that they're advertising, I did email them and I was like, hey, and I showed screenshots. I was like, you guys are advertising this on your website. This is what I got. And they actually got back to me within less than 24 hours. And they said, I'm so sorry. I sent this off to the correct person. That is, a mistake on our part. We don't have that version anymore. We need to update our website. The book that we're advertising is no longer, available through us. And so if anyone knows if it is available anywhere else, please let me know. But I am considering, I know she has a full colored book, like an actual book, not just a companion book. So I'm considering getting that one. But we'll see. I know the meanings are the same. It's so compacted here, where in the other book you got a full colored picture, keywords, and it was like spread out, and this was in like a different colored box. It was just way more visually appealing. But it is the same message for each card, but only, like people were saying, only that much is English and the rest is not. Right? So that's my little story of getting disappointed thinking I was going to get the first edition like they were advertising, and they don't have it anymore. So I'm going to unwrap this really quick. Okay, so I got these unwrapped, and oh my gosh, first to talk about the cards. They feel like that almost like plastic, like not cardboard. I don't know what that actually is. It just feels like almost like waterproof to me. I'm not going to chance it. These are the backs. Vines, moon. I like that. I love the green and gold vibe. Oh, and they slide, they're not gloss. As you can see, you can barely see my light in it. And they slide like pretty easily. But man, look at that art. That is just, oh, I've been so excited to dive into this. And then of course this deck is split in half. I need to look, right, there's like the witch cards and then the companion cards, which are on white, you know, a little more plain. And so I'm going to kind of go, I'm going to flip like one at a time. Or like two at a time. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I need to look in the book. I guess I'm not gonna take time right now. Does it even say, let's see. So it says about the journey. So it talks about the voice cards, the whisper cards. I don't really know if you're supposed to just put them all together or keep them separate, because then they just go right into the meaning of the cards. So not a whole lot of direction in the front. So maybe use your intuition, whatever works for you. I feel like I personally am going to pull one together, keep them separate. Certain things like the Medicine Woman Oracle and the newer Rooted Woman Oracle has like 3 different sections, and I keep them separate. She's meant to have them drawn separately. I don't think this is like that. My friend came over with the Literary Witches Oracle. It's very similar. There's like some of these cards, but they're not even. There's actually more of the companion cards. And she was confused at how to use them, and I suggested using them, you know, pairing them together. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay. First up, and not that they go together, we're just going to look at them together. So we have the listener and the familiar. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. Since I just got to open them, I have other things to do today. I have a client to see, but I am going to spend the rest of my day playing with these. Okay, so actually we're going to go like that and like that. Okay, next we have the priestess and the sprout. Gosh, let's just look at that. I love that coming through the skull. Oh, and the skull. That's super cool. Sprout and the priestess with the owl. My camera's like blurry. Sorry. There we go. So I'm just taking these in as I'm showing them. We have the oracle and the pruning. Oh, why is there we go. Nope. Oh man, why is it doing that? All right, the oracle, pruning. I know this card, I know it does come in, I don't know, I'm curious how I guess that's, sorry, words, thoughts. I know this deck comes in different languages because I've seen, I think this one is the Melissa, right? So I think it's in French. I just, you know, I don't know. I have a thing with these, the multiple language decks. I got my husband this, in fact, I'm just going to grab it really quick. I'm going to do a video on this later, but the Star Dragons Oracle is the same way, and I think it's the publisher, yeah, that does that. I'm just wondering why they don't just, you know, if they print the cards in different languages themselves, which they do. Sorry. Why they don't just print the books in different languages. I'm sure there's a reason, and, you know, a very firm, important reason. I don't know anything about publishing. Okay. The Wind Rider and the Light. I cannot wait to dive into the different stories of the different witches. I'm assuming from different cultures, maybe not. I don't know, this just reminds me of like the Falcon Rider, like the Mongolian. She doesn't look Mongolian though. That's kind of what it reminds me of though. Why? Oh, the shapeshifter. Is it because I have two different things? I think it's because I have two different things and it doesn't know which one to focus on. Yep, that's it. Okay, I guess I won't do that. So the shapeshifter and the standing stone. I pulled them further away, you can. So we have the scholar. I want more art by this artist. I haven't looked to see. I usually look to see. I think this is the author and the artist. Yeah. I haven't looked to see if they did anything else. I usually do. Because I'd want to buy it if they had something else. And the stargazer. And the distaff. It just doesn't like, only further away. Okay. The veil walker. And the sickle. The guardian. And the staff. Is there any relation? I don't think there is. It's not like he has a, no. Oh, because that one has, that's that one. Interesting. I wonder if there is a connection to some of them. The wayfarer. And rest. The mystic looks like European royalty, like a duchess or something. And temperance. That kind of, her hat kind of looks like a snake. Oh, and she has a snake around her. So there are definitely connections to some of these. Okay, the artist, again, looking like a duchess or something. And a cornucopia. And she has a pendulum. That's cool. The seer. Oh, I showed this the previews to my husband. He said she looked like, I can't even, but like from Hogwarts, from, yeah, the one teacher from Hogwarts. And the mountain. The alchemist. And the bee. Ooh, that's scary looking. Memory. And storm. The shaman. And the offering. The reconciler. And the ruins. Ooh. I hope there's stories behind. I hope that this is an actual place that they had in mind. I love old ancient like castle ruins. Ruins, not ruins. All right, the storyteller. Oh. the hair. The healer. And the goat. You know, I was so excited about getting this deck. And it just even the images seem so powerful, and I was really excited about finding the book that I thought I really needed to love this deck. But gosh, I can feel that this is going to be a favorite deck to work with for the next while for sure. The Laborer and the Shell. These are just powerful images. I feel like there's a lot of magic in them. A story behind them. Well, I don't know about the shell. I don't really know what that would say. I got to read the book for that. But ooh, the Explorer. And the Pomegranate. The Hermit. Oh. I like how many animals are being used in this deck. And roots. Ooh, the Soothsayer. Seems like she's from like, I mean, I'm just guessing, but she's, I don't know. Seemed like the kind of the swamp areas of like Louisiana in the south. That looks really cool. Maybe like a voodoo priestess. I could be totally wrong. I should look before I start saying things. Wreath. Weaver. And the Briar. Briar, yeah, Briar. There we go. The Preserver. Ooh. I've always wanted to do one of these. I know someone that makes these, and like that's her art, and she sells them. And Autumn. The Unbound. Is that a seal? Or an otter? Not a seal. An otter in a tree? It's interesting. And Cauldron. The Companion. And the Oath. I really love how these cards feel. They feel really nice. Nice slide. Nice in the hands. The Comforter. So many animal companions. I absolutely love that. And the Mirror. I cannot wait to do a reading. I'm going to do a reading next in a different next video. I'm going to do a separate video because this one's getting kind of long. And I think I am going to pull. So Dusk Child. Oh, that would be the coolest musical instrument. And Teeth. I am going to probably pull, I usually pull 3 cards, but I'm going to pull like a companion card. I'm going to use these as companion. I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. To use these as companion cards instead of individual on their own cards. We'll see. All right, last ones. Crossroads. She is so cool and creepy. Like a Hecate. Doesn't Hecate have like dogs? There's a dog in the background. Like, oh, Crossroads. Of course, it's Hecate. That's who that represents for sure. And the Moon. Oh, so powerful, so good. I'm excited to do a reading right after this. So if you're looking for a reading, there will be another video that goes in depth of how the book is read.